for watching ERi-TV, dear viewers. Welcome to our news broadcast. First, a quick look at the major headlines. "84 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today." Eritreans in Mombasa, Kenya expressed resolve to strengthen participation in national affairs. 19 people killed in an apartment building fire in New York City. Wall of rock collapses on Brazil's Furnas Lake, killing 10. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. 84 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at quarantine centers and testing stations in the central, southern Red Sea and Anzobar regions. Out of these, 77 patients are from quarantine centers and testing stations in Asmara, central region. 4 patients are from testing stations in the southern region. 2 patients are from testing stations in Asab, southern Red Sea region. The last patient is from testing station in Anzobar region. On the other hand, 32 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the central region have recovered fully and have been discharged from these facilities. The total number of recovered patients is accordingly increased to 7,993, while the number of deaths stands at 82. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 8,419. Ministry of Health, Asmara, 10 January 2022. At a public seminar the Eritrean embassy organized, Eritrean nationals residing in the port city of Mombasa, Kenya, expressed readiness to strengthen participation in the national affairs. At the seminar, Mr. Eritrean, Eritrean ambassador to Kenya, gave extensive briefing on the objective situation in the homeland as well as regional developments, providing extensive briefing on the opportunities and challenges created by the peace and cooperation agreement reached between Eritrea and Ethiopia in 2018. Ambassador Bene said that the instability being witnessed in the region is the making of external forces displeased with the promising situation that prevailed. Ambassador Bene said that the external conspiracies will be foiled by the integrated resilience of the peoples of the region, and that no outstanding situations that unfold will be a setback to the peace and stability that will eventually prevail. Ambassador Bene also said that the unilateral and illegal sanctions imposed on Eritrea will be foiled by the strong resistance and resilience of the Eritrean people inside the country and abroad. The participants on their part expressed resolve to strengthen organizational capacity and participation in the national affairs. The National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in Agordat subzone handed out Tamfeda awards to students that scored high points in the 2019-2020 8th grade national examination, indicating that the award that the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students is providing will have significant contribution in the competitiveness of students. Mr. Gabra Mikhail Al-Azhar, head of the Ministry of Education branch in the subzone, said that the award was given to outstanding students with the expectation that they will become role models to other students. Mr. Kabrab Fisahatyan, managing director in the subzone, on his part, called on the awardees to continue to work hard in their educational pursuit and the concerned institutions to reinforce contribution for the sustainability of the program. That was our domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international right after the short break. "19 people were killed, including 9 children, and dozens were injured from an apartment building fire in the Bronx borough of New York City on Sunday, according to city officials. The New York City Mayor Eric Adams confirmed 19 people had died from the blaze that broke out around 11 a.m. in a 19-floor affordable housing development. Earlier yesterday, officials said 32 people had been hospitalized with life-threatening injuries and some 60 people were injured in total. The cause of the blaze was still under investigation, the city's fire department commissioner told reporters at a news briefing. This was the second major deadly fire in a residential complex in the U.S. this week, after 12 people, including 8 children, were killed earlier on Wednesday when flames swept through a public housing apartment building in Philadelphia. A column of rock crashed down on leisure boats in Furnas Lake, killing 10 and injuring at least 32 people. The death toll from an accident in which a slab of cliff rock toppled onto pleasure boaters on a Brazilian lake has risen to 10, police have said. Authorities worked to identify the dead, and divers were searching the lake in case there were more victims. At least 32 people were injured, though most were released from hospitals by Saturday evening. Videos of Saturday's incident showed tourists shouting as a column of rock came crashing down, smashing several leisure boats and sending a huge wave over the lake of Capitolio. Officials suggested the rock face coming loose could have been related to heavy rains recently that caused flooding in the state and forced almost 17,000 people out of their homes. The bodies were then taken to Paso City, where coroners worked to identify them. Furnas Lake, which was created in 1958 for the installation of a hydroelectric plant, is a popular tourist attraction in the area, roughly 420 kilometers north of Sao Paulo. Please stay tuned now for a quick recap of tonight's headlines. 84 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today. Eritreans in Mombasa, Kenya expressed resolve to strengthen participation in national affairs. 19 people killed in an apartment building fire in New York City. Wall of rock collapses on Brazil's Furnas Lake, killing 10. And that was our news for tonight, dear viewers. It is good night from us.